No. I mean, sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Daily Peek. I'm very tired. It's really hot out. Um, and my body likes to do the whole, making me super fucking tired whenever it gets warm. So, yeah. Uh, doing my best. This does mean that I am exhausted. One dog is rapidly approaching your location. Hey, Digi. I am so tired. Bleh. Oh, I've got a sleep study tonight. Um, I'll probably be able to go to that. I never made plans to get a ride or anything. So, Um anyways, peak moment. I'm awake. Yep. Um oh, before we do the daily peak, gonna take my meds and also and I'll be taking them with a Lost and Found Energy sour pineapple flavor. Yeah. Gotta do it for the documentation. Gotta do it to fight God. My thing is, generally, I'm under the impression that, the biggest issue with my sleep is just incredibly frequent nightmares. Um, which, I don't think there's a solid, pill for or anything. So, no. Anyway, peak. It's peak. I'm peaking. This is so peak, you guys. Ugh. But yeah, I am not confident that the sleep study will lead to anything of note. Um, Gotta do it anyway. uh, You good? You good, dude? You doing all right? Oh, most notable, most difficult thing of the whole situation is that I am not supposed to take naps today. Okay. Sorry, I'm saying, are you all right? What I mean is, are you having some kind of medical episode in my YouTube chat? Should I be worried? What the fuck does square bracket PIK mean? Oh, okay. That makes sense. E. P. E. That. Okay. Yeah. Got it. I'm with you now. Oh wait, hold on, you guys. I forgot to check on my cookie clicker before I started. Let me just go ahead and look at my cookie clicker. Oh, it's the legacy upgrade that boosts your production by 10%. Fucking that just became available. Fucking good thing I checked. Sure. Love that the title screen is also affected by the pause. I mean, I know that's just how it works, but still. Very funny. Wait. Hey, did you guys see the secret technique I used to insulate myself from the fall damage there? Because that was a fall of more than 2 seconds. So I probably should have taken damage, but like right in the middle there, I very quickly grabbed the wall for like a fraction of a second. It didn't slow my momentum at all, but it did reset the fall timer. Yeah, man, just groove it, I guess. I have no idea if it's visible anywhere, but I did very briefly touch that wall to not take fall damage. I fondled that cliff face. I still feel about to fall asleep. I have been trying to wake up for a minute. Not going great. I had my normal sleep. I had an extended nightmare about being chased by an immortal undead. Not like in the moment to moment, but in the larger timescale sense of being chased. You could have moments of peace, but you could never truly rest. You know? Kind of. Except you needed to kill the fucking vampire over and over again. And you needed to keep killing it, and you needed to do it with your bare fucking hands. See, you know, you fight for your life over and over again. Every time getting very personal with the gray matter of an immortal undead. You know, it's a full-on fight for your life. It is messy. And you know every time you do it, it's not the last time. You're gonna have to do it again. And you're gonna have to do it every time. Because this thing will come back in a night's time. You'll need to be hunted again, you'll need to kill it again. Traumatize yourself with the act of doing so. And you'll need to do that forever. Because it can come back every time. And somewhere nagging at the back of your head is the recognition that you need to do this forever, and it only needs to succeed once. You need to win every time, and it only needs to get lucky. You know? So every night you gotta go at it. And you feel bones break and blood leak and you know you have to do it again. Anyway, most of my nightmares are kind of along those lines, at least intensity-wise. When I have nightmares, they're similar, vibes-wise, but the exact nature isn't always the same. Being chased by the inevitable is a pretty common theme. You know, a kind of endless struggle for one's own life. That turns up a lot. Makes it really hard to get a good night's sleep, is my point. Yeah. My brain also does that for a lot of in-person work, to be fair. I've been meaning to set up a thing. A start playing games account. See if I can do some professional GMing. But I keep stalling on it. Even though my current idea is just to run the beginner's box for the public. You know? Like, it's not like I'm doing anything groundbreaking here. I've hiccuped. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm very awake, as I'm sure you can tell. Anyway, I had the whole nightmare, last night, and it kind of cut my sleep short, and I have been trying to nap off and on all morning to get rid of the feeling of being tired. And it's not working. That's how my day has been going. I've been tired since I woke up. It hasn't faded in the slightest. Even though I've tried going back to sleep multiple times at this point. So, you know. It happens, I guess, is where I'm at with that. I don't know. If I registered any of this too personally, I'd fucking detonate immediately on the spot. Where I'm sitting, I would erupt into a fountain of gore in my seat. If I had to comprehend this, like, any deeper than I already am. Like, y'all can also see why I have a lot of issues getting work done with that description. Cause yeah, nightmares of similar intensity, pretty normal for me. I wish they weren't. Ugh. It happens. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get stuff done. But I'm tired all the time. At least as, like, a dim point of hope for the whole I have nightmares every night situation. Typically, I don't remember them. My brain is pretty good at wiping them from my conscious. So while they affect me pretty strongly in the night, they don't really persist, like, emotionally into the day. So I'm just dealing with the tiredness and not, like, emotional aftershocks. Now, that wasn't the case today, but usually I just don't remember any of it. And that's a blessing. Fucking imagine if I had a perfect memory for my dreams with the representative sample that I have described on this show. I would be the world's #1 horror author. Or dead. I could also be dead. Optimistically horror author. Because it's thinly veiled metaphor for the stresses of daily life, which can never be beat. Thinly veiled metaphor for my own goddamn depression. And what the process of surviving it feels like sometimes. Thinly veiled metaphor for, yeah. And that's like one of the 2 representative samples I have shared, with the other one being an extended, like, locked down camera shot, wherein fucking you were watching a extended conversation between 2 lovers who were discussing one of them being cursed and like, you know, having up until just recently needed to run for their entire life. And it's like, but hey, I've finally settled down and nothing's happened, you know. I've spent so much time with you, a man who I love, all of that. And just at the end of it, there is like a casual, like, alright, I need to hit the bathroom real quick. The guy leaves the frame, and is killed instantly off camera. And you process this by watching his lover forget everything about him in less than a second. Watching this guy die so hard that the memory of him is erased. And that's also kind of disturbing imagery. It's in a different way. And it's somehow that's one of the ones that my brain was like, yeah, you handled that pretty good. You can remember that. I forgot about the explosion. Yeah, no, with those 2 as the representative sample of nightmares I have talked about on this show, you can imagine how much worse I'd be if I remembered all of them. Because those are, like, the light ones, because I remember them. Like, the 2 things I just described are presumably the the light end of the spectrum. That's the more tolerable side. Hate to know what I'm dreaming about the rest of the time, that my brain is like, alright, purge it from the data center. Too dangerous to recall. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, incredibly apt, shocked guy emoji. My brain is a terrible place to be. I don't like it all that much. Like, at the very least, there's calm spots in there. I've got this whole, this city that my brain likes to imagine every so often. Kinda peaceful to think about. It's a kind of muted landscape where it's rainy all the time. Which sounds absolutely depressing. But it's not, like, gray, it's just a little muted. Don't think of it as, like, a depressing landscape. It's, like, easy to process. It's not overwhelming for my brain, is, I believe, the intention with it being like it is. At the very least, that's, like, a really nice mental place to go to. Yeah. One of my main associations with rain as, like, a general thing is as a very relaxing, like, emotional experience. My brain associates it with, I don't know, calming days indoors, usually. And, like, the place is colorful, you know? It's just muted colors. It's not, like... Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird cityscape in my head that my brain treats like a waiting room, I guess. And I like the rain quite a bit. It's always cool. So I've got a nice, like, loading screen area somewhere in my head. Which, that's lovely, at least. Actually, as I started writing new prospects for a lot of my more modern settings, um, the place has started to, like, take after that. Not super strongly, it's just a lot, like, whiter now? Whiter feels like a weird way to say it. It takes on a lot of those modern solar punky design angles. So you have a lot of lighter colored, like, concrete, but still very fancy, like curved and such. Like, they're not just bricks, you know? Buildings, and they've got greenery on them. It's a nice, it's one of the few, like, nice places that my brain will consistently bring up. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why that exists in my head, but it's nice. I like it. You get one nice thing. Yeah. You know, just a very nice place somewhere in the back of my mind. The main downside is just that usually it's pretty empty. Which is good and bad. Feels like the kind of landscape that would be nicer. I like it not having people. I would prefer if it had, like, evidence of people, though. Because it's one of those, there's not even, like, cars or bikes parked along the street. There's never shops or anything. My brain doesn't put in that level of detail. So it stays a little abstract. I don't know. A hello cart would be nice. Huh. Not in an amazing place here. I may have to wait for the day to come to be able to progress at all. which ordinarily would be fine, but I am currently... Gotta make it lived in. I'd make a joke about, like, you know, doing the interior decorating in my fucking liminal space dreamscape, but it does look different because I started writing a utopian setting, so I may actually have some influence there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do some meditation, I guess. I don't know. That's probably right. In a perfect world, I figure out lucid dreaming, I just go there instead of having dreams. That would be very nice. Ah, shit. I was really hoping that it was gonna, like, destroy the beehive when I threw it. It not doing that, very nearly killed me just now. Ugh. Alright, I gotta wait for the poison to go down a little. Okay, it's gone down enough that I can carry my bag a little ways. There's some fucking bug in my room. Oh, I got a message at some point. Oh, hey, Digi. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm vibing. I'm doing my best to not just be an exhausted husk right now. But there's not a lot else for my brain to be at the moment. God damn it. No, hold on. Oh my god. Okay. So, if you hold down the button while you're using the rescue claw, There is an off chance that it fires twice. And it's all according to where you're looking, and usually that's a little below where you actually want to be. So I went from trying to go to the top of the thing to being pulled somewhere to the middle where I had no chance that I had the stamina to get up. And then I tried to use the rescue claw again instead of looking at the wall to slow myself down. And yeah, I didn't reduce my fall damage at all. That's on me. That's the tired. Welp. Thanks to everybody who turned up today. I appreciate all of your viewership, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye.